Good evening and welcome back to the purgatory that is me trying to play through the Realm of the Dead level of Maui Mallard. I'm Cabachat, thank you for joining me. If I already sound dead inside, it's undead inside. So I learned something in between last stream and this stream. And that's that the speedrun for this game plays the game on easy mode, or practice mode, as it's called with this game. I made the tragic assumption that practice mode functioned like easy mode on certain other games where you don't get to play the entire game. It turns out that's not true. It turns out you just get more health, and if the speedrun's anything to go by, the restriction of the level that I'm on, in particular the section that I was stuck on for almost 2 hours last week, is removed. And the jar didn't appear to be able to be taken away from the edge of the screen. They just kind of whiz up to the top. So unless they're doing something else that I'm not aware of, I can just knock it down to easy. I'm not doing that straight away. I'm going to give one more go. One more full 2 continues to the perilous tower climb accompanying the Jar of Souls, or whatever it is. I don't actually know. And then I am going to knock it down to practice mode if I can't do it, because I don't want to play the game anymore. So come with me on an adventure back to hell. Wah, wah. They're talking about Quacku's spirit. I'm going to watch this again to see if it tells me what I'm even doing. Oh, return Quacku to his final resting place. Who's Quacku? I don't know. Realm of the Dead. Or dying. So, if I'm not mistaken, I know this area pretty well now, so I shouldn't have any problems getting to the tower climb to return Quacku's spirit to its rightful resting place. I'm just going to go this way as well because it's a real pain to go there otherwise. Wait. I think you also get a heck of a lot more health. In practice mode, so we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, this is going to be a bit of a retread of stuff that we've already seen if you've tuned into my stream before. And if you haven't, oh, I'm sorry. You're not going to see AAA skills or gameplay here. You're seeing an honest person trying to get through a difficult game. Now, if it's any consolation to me, in particular, it seems like it's kind of a rough speedrun, as much as they do it in about 13 minutes, or at least the very best times too. Shout out to the people who can do that. They didn't seem entirely happy about it. It's a rough game, at least so I've found. They do a lot of precise movement that I can only dream of. entirely sure exactly how they do half of the tricks they do, like immediate transforming into ninja mode, unless it's stuff that's unique to the PAL version, or stuff that's unique to the US version, because PAL version, which I'm playing, I believe, is quite slow. What was the hell? There's a life up there. It's probably worthwhile, actually. Nah. I'm sure I'll regret it later, but what's one life doesn't seem worthwhile. Unfortunately, not the most thrilling track in the game either. Should have had a bit more going on. It's quite subdued. Oops. I mean, that's not too bad, I suppose. It could be truly bombastic. Oop. I mean, one thing is is that if you if you have so much more health, getting to the end of this stage means you can go so much quicker because you skip all of the gumph. That was worth absolutely nothing in the long run. Gosh, I need to get my ninja legs back. Right. Oh no, that's you do a bit too much sliding around for my liking. Whereas you can stick and move with the trusty gun. No, bad, no good. Quack-oo. Quack who? Right. Don't think I'm going to make it this time. We'll try, we'll try. Oh, yes. And thank you. I've decided that if I can't make it on this set of lives, I'm switching to practice mode because you can do that. Oh. And that might help me. We'll see. I'm not doing so well though. That's that's for sure. A bit rusty, given I haven't played in a week. Yeah, no. So practice mode it is. This is oh no, okay, I've got a life left. I suppose I did pick up that extra. No, okay. Boo. Let's try out practice mode, see if I can do any better. At this point, I'd rather just not be playing the game anymore. But I want to see it through to the end. And if nothing else, practice gives you practice on the difficult sections. So as mentioned, the speedrun does it on practice mode, so why can't I? Look, 200 health, 4 lives. What else changes? Also, probably do it a lot quicker. Wonder if you can shoot down as well. No. Pressed the wrong button. Or just didn't press it at the right time. Right, so far nothing that's changed about the general layout of the levels. Right, very, very curious to know if practice mode does remove the more difficult part of the tower climb, which appears to be the escort part. Because it looks to me in the speedrun like they just kind of ignored it and then sped ahead. So as mentioned, unless there's something else, mechanic that I'm unaware of. Just gonna sneeze. Thank you. Right, so from here, oops. Actually, I'll just get all my health back. Once I get to this wall over here, there we go. Oop. Right, let's just go get this health. Yeah. I should be able to just bounce over really quick without without dying, because you can bounce a lot. Yeah, it's not too bad. Get this health. Right. Take a breather before we get into it. And if I'm careful, maybe it'll be alright. Okay, you can still fall. I almost want to test. I want to let them try and carry it off and see what happens. Okay, no, it does still. They must do something freaky in the speedrun. It means they don't have to worry about that. Right. Of course, as far as I'm aware, the scrolling stops when you stop. Oh, but the jar keeps going. Maybe it's not going to make it as easy as I thought. But hey, not having to worry about health is nice. Look, I've got a few more lives to go. And I can get more. Oh, just not being careful enough. Like, it's not actually rising right now, but that's probably because the jar's so low. No! If only the swinging was better. Well, I was hoping this would make things easier, but it looks like we're going to be stuck here just as long. Oh, come on. Oh, that jump. Oh, that was my button pressing badness. Right. Oh, what? Okay. At least I got the life on that one. Right, this is the slowest part at the moment. I hope it just won't take too many goes. Oh, that's mean. It's almost like I do need to just properly escort it and wait for it to get high enough for me to do anything. Which is the true bane of the auto scroller, because you just gotta keep waiting. And sometimes you just get stuck at the bottom of the thing. I think I get more continues though, so that's nice. I wonder if I get infinite ones. Hopefully I have to find out. Oh, that's... God. Why did I choose this? Why is this my life? Right. Why? Okay. So I don't really have to worry about health. It's just falling. I'll wait for it to get a bit higher this time before I dash in. Still gotta go high enough though. Swear, either the timing or the positioning is not great on those nunchuck stands, and unfortunately, that's what they expect from you, is the correct positioning and or timing. So one of those cases where the game is expecting, maybe thinks a little too much of its own mechanics. If nothing else, I'm getting swinging practice in. Okay. Right, up. Okay, got it. Oh, that's... Ooh, I hate that jump. To be perfectly honest, I'm not terribly fond of any of these jumps, but that one I'm especially not fond of. No, that doesn't. I don't like it. Just take a second here. Even if I don't run out of continues, if I can get the first part consistent, I can at least get that life. Don't worry, I just remembered I had to put the bin out, but that's my own forgetfulness. I think the sleeping Donald would make a pretty good emote, but just for another time. Oh god. Right, ignore the life. Oh, that was just faced the right way. I suppose I'm about to find out if we have infinite or just more continues. Oh, it's getting hit like that. I do not like. Okay, you get one extra continue and one more life per continue, and a lot more health, but nothing else changes. So I'm just gonna have to get good. Looks like. Wait. Like, the thought starts to go through my head then, like, perhaps it's not just me. Maybe it's something about this version of the game, or the way that I've chosen to play it, being emulated on the Wii. Oh. But like it doesn't feel too unresponsive, like I've not had any other problems. Okay, screw those. Now. Just go. Sometimes you just gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta go. That's greater words never spoken. Hey, then I'm in good company. And I just wondered if like input lag would have anything to do with it or anything like that. But I suppose not with a Wii so much. I'm just trying to find anything else to blame for my lack of getting through this level, other than my own ability and or the game itself, because neither of those things are going to improve anytime soon. Yeah, obviously. No, I don't know how frame perfect the inputs are supposed to be for balancing myself between two anything. Right. Like it doesn't seem that precise when I do it there. But then sometimes when I'm trying to do it when I need to on the rising fog, it doesn't seem to line up quite as easily. Like you can jump. If I hold it here, it's too much. If I hold it here, on the way down, it seems okay. In all, the game feels temperamental. I'm going to try. Okay, I don't think I have to hold the direction when I'm jumping. It feels like I do. Or maybe that'll help, I don't know. Right. See, those... And it always seems to be like I am fine to connect to the little hanging swinging points until I'm not. It's that fact that it doesn't feel consistent is that what's messing me up. I mean, among other things. Snore, snore, snore. Right. And also, yeah, just stuff like that, where I will press a direction just a bit wrong and feel like I run off the level. Just everything that can go wrong, it feels like they really just ignored everything that can be wrong with the controls or the level design and applied it to one level. and it's like the last level. Like after this is just a boss, as I understand it. Oh, that was... Some of this is going down to my own, like, not doing the right thing at the right time, but... Yeah? So I know for a fact that there is more. The level. So this is the last part of this level. That level ends. You get a password for the final part, which is just a boss. The thing that didn't get finished was the plans for, I think, a sequel and other media based on the Maui Mallard, like Donald Duck spin-off property that never materialized, which is interesting. Yeah, this game, sadly, quite finished. This game's about as finished as I am finished with it, which is, to say, quite a lot. It's just, I feel like I'm doing everything right and it's not working. I mean, perhaps I'm not doing everything right and it's just something that about the game that I never quite picked up on how to swing, which, you know, understandable given you only get given about 3 stages to actually do it. I feel like this is... could have been avoided. Ah, oh, this again. Eek. Just pause on this screen for a moment. I'm pretty sure I pressed jump at exactly the right time, and whether or not I've pressed something else to let go of it, that just makes me feel bad. Okay. getting to the point where I feel like if I still haven't beaten this stage within the hour, I'm just going to use the password to get to the next part and just finish it that way, because I'm not having fun anymore. And maybe I can practice and figure it out another time, but I don't think that time is now. I just want to move on, because Disney Golf is supposed to be next, and I'll have a good time with that. Ah, yes. If you press it at just the wrong time on the way down, like on the downswing, it really gets you. There's also that, if you get hit by any of the green blobs, that I hate that jump. It feels like in order to get the thing where you balance between two parts, you have to be central and you have to be falling. At least that's the way it feels. It's felt to me. And if you're not doing that, it doesn't work. So it makes you get central so that you haven't got any air control anymore. But there's a drop beneath you and nothing but mist underneath. So if, well, for whatever reason, the game doesn't register that you wanted to land there, you're done. And it's things like that that will make me never finish this stage. It's like they know that their mechanics aren't good, and then they use it against you. I'm trying to experiment. It really does seem like you have to be on the down, not the down swing, but past the crest of the jump in order for that to work, but it puts you at a real disadvantage, like in terms of just platforming.
nothing else, it's kind of reassuring that the ghosts always carry it off to one side, because it means you're not constantly guarding both. If I get to the end of this group of continues, if then I'm just passwording ahead to the boss. I probably won't be able to do that either, because from what I saw, it looks awful. But I wonder if it's just like the speedrun gets so far ahead that it despawns the ghosts. So that might be it. Oh, that's me forgetting buttons again. That's it. It's just... I've gone past it before, but I don't know how. It just didn't turn around that time. No, just jump to my death. It's easier in this game. Hang on now. Can I just save here? There we go. I've got a save state now. So, I can just practice if I want to. I shouldn't be ashamed of that, because otherwise we're not going to see the end of this. Look, I'm just doing. I mean, I'm living the safe state life. I've leaned into it. I'm probably not going to do this in more than one go. Now I'm saving another one. It's fine. I've saved it. Okay, there we go. Save again. Well, it took save states, but I made it. It took save states, but it was worth it. Even now, the witch doctor seeks to cast it into the storm in a vile attempt to harness its mojo energy. Maui, you have become a true ninja. You no longer need the yin-yang power to transform. The fate of the island rests in your hands. You must now face the ultimate peril in Mojo Stronghold. Right, okay. I've got to figure this out.
tank it. No, okay. It's worth a try. Look, the pressure feels off now, though. It's taken a lot of the stress away. Oh, I can't just get from below, can I? No. Right. It's okay. I know this. I know the password. I think I know the password. If I don't, I'll find out. There we go. Oh. Setting this over a bottomless pit really, again, showing they knew what they had here. They based the entire thing after their best mechanics here. Oh, I suppose I can. Let's not check. One of them transforms to take me straight back to the same ammo. It does. It's good to know. Good to know. I like there's a bit of a reprise of the theme on Erg as well.
itself? Never ammo? Does it? How quickly does it respawn? Or do you have to go over to the other side? I'm just sticking around to see if it does just come back. Just do a hula, nunchuck hula. That doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. See, that should have got it right. Hang on, can I? No. You don't have any normal ammo. Nor do I have normal skills. Okay, so that doesn't work. I wonder if him sucking all the energy out means anything. Oh, okay, you can kind of swing back down there, but it's easier to go over the top. It's easier to just run off the edge, then you don't have to fight anymore. Air control. Air control. Oops. Wait. Also, I'm curious if there's anything I'm missing in this. Like, where does the extra ammo come from? Like the wiki just says, you simply defeat the boss. Very few guides for the game. Okay, right. I'm doing it right. I just need to persevere. Right. Oh, I don't know if you do that. Okay. I mean, I was under the understanding that it deactivates the force field when he does that, so... frame perfect swinging. Whee! Okay, can jump. That was a silly thing. I should have just stayed on it. Oh, okay. Okay, right, there is more. Hello, Bang. How did the Pokemon achievements go? nice. Right, 9 out of 252 for beating the Elite Four. I suppose you can do it quite quickly. This is the final boss. I had to save state through the last stage because it was killing me, quite literally. And now I'm just trying to get through the final boss. Look, Pokemon's enough of a challenge for me as it stands. Oh. I've just got to whack. Quack and whack. Oh. Okay, right. Anytime I can get there. Ah. Hypnosupremacy, apparently. Ugh. No, they've based the last boss around one of the worst mechanics in the game, swinging. It's, in my opinion, one of the worst mechanics in the game. Oh, okay, that can't really swing down there. That I've come this far. I've mentioned before that you'd think I should have mastered the swinging by now, but you don't even. There's maybe 7 levels, and you don't get to be ninja mode in all of them. So I stand by my lack of ability. That's not even a Donald Duck sound.
That irate quacking intensifies. Turn around. Gotta wait. Hitboxes, never heard of them. Super Duck, the Cockeyed Wonder. Can't say I'm familiar. I'm aware of several other ducks. Count Duckula for one. Oh. But Super Duck, no, I can't say that I am. I mean, that's not just Donald Duck. I mean, it does have teeth. I'm confident that I can beat this boss at the very least. But before I do, I'm just going for a quick break. Be right back. I'm reminded of the swan and or goose that steals Grandpa Simpson's false teeth in The Simpsons. No, if they're supposed to have teeth, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to see them, or think about them, or refer to them in any way, shape, or form. I'm curious about this now. Hang on. Okay. I was wondering if I could jump. You can't really jump when you're running, and if you can, that's one of those frame perfect speedrunner tricks that I've heard so much about. You know, like swinging. Right, that's how it feels good. Right. I'm just wasting my my lives. Thankfully, I have several. Yep, so this is a frame and pixel perfect. Yeah, I take a damage boost there, just to make sure that I get up here with plenty of time to start the next cycle. Ah, no, see, I'm just resetting the RNG. Just got to make sure that my cycles all line up so I can get this one shot. You know, to get all the good skips, you've got to boost more damage. They actually say that the less experienced speedrunners actually don't damage boost enough. Like IMO. I feel like either it's my controller or the game is really dropping, eating my inputs. Like, come on, just transform, right? Wait, why am I transforming? I've got to say, that clink when you get the swing just right, do you like? Okay. This is it. Right. God. Yeah, that went well. Okay. Ask me to show you a hitbox and I'll show you a fool. I'm going to try using the ammo individually and see if it does the same level of damage. Damn. That was me being silly again. See, why didn't that attach? Why didn't that clink on? I don't understand. Do not fully understand the hitbox for swinging. I kind of understand that if you even start to swing slightly downwards, you don't jump anymore. You just fall. That's just momentum. Right, this is the part of the boss. Okay. Why is my buttons feel like they're not working, and that's frustrating me. I'm being a dweeb. I'm saving a state, and I don't care who knows it, because this is frustrating me too much. Hang on. I'm gonna get my my things back. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I ain't a challenger. I'm just a person with a life. No offense. I get a chance to stream like 2 or 3 times a week for a couple of hours. I do not have the time to be doing everything the right way. Could do with having a bit more health on my save point though. Okay. The hit point, sorry, the hitbox on that is unpleasant. Okay, and also the timing. I'm trying to get their timing down. It's yeah, you have to kind of be. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Being too far away from it means it has time to grow. Hey, is that it?
That's it. Well, he died. Maui, you did it. We were all wrong about you. You have become the hero each of us could only hope to be. Oh, if only you were still with us. I would take you on an adventure you would never forget. But alas, you were struck down in your moment of glory. So from this day forward, our island will bear your name. Although, I can't imagine tourists flocking to a place called Mallard. So perhaps we will just remember you when we look upon the stars. Yeah, where's Daisy? I know it's like a Donald Duck playing a character, but he does have teeth and a shit-eating grin. What kind of confusing? The kind of confusing someone feels when they see a booby duck. The kind of confusion that hundreds, nay thousands, felt watching Space Jam for the first time. So, my review of this game, of the Mega Drive, specifically Mega Drive, because I believe this is the PAL version I'm playing, version of Donald in Maui Mallard, is that it's a perfectly fine janky game for the first 6 stages. I'm sure we had the lava climb that kicked my ass, but I got through that. I didn't have to save state. The final 2 stages are utterly wretched. So the the Realm of the Dead, first part, okay, pardon me. The second part with the tower climb, horrible. Do I believe I could get up there now? Yeah, sure. Is it an enjoyable experience? No. Do I relish having to do this again for the PC version? Absolutely not. So 7 out of 10. No, I think it takes it down to like a 5 or a 4 because those last 2 parts are deeply unpleasant. Like, knowing the distance you should keep from the final boss in that final phase makes things a lot easier. Like, I think I could do that as long as I can get to the final stage of the final phase of the boss. I could do that probably 100% of the time. Getting to it, watch for Maui's next adventure. That didn't happen. Yeah, I mentioned earlier they were supposed to have an animated series and a sequel for the Maui Mallard connected universe. No, they didn't come around. They decided to steer clear of that. Oh well, that one's over. Sorry, I had to chicken out and go a bit safe statey at the end, but I need to be less precious about that sometimes. I want to finish the games on their terms, but when their terms are unfair, then I play unfair.
We'll put it that way. I'm going to call it there. My next duck game is not duck game. My next duck game will be Disney Golf. I will play through as much of that as I can as Donald Duck. Chances are I'll end up having to play as other characters as well to unlock stuff. I haven't really looked ahead yet, so I don't know. I don't know. The part I'm confused about is that that's the guy that gives you the ninja power. So I'm not quite sure, like, what his end game was. Like, what did he expect, really? Like, he's the one who turns you into ninja mode, both times. Bit of a self-sabotage, to be honest. Yeah, I'm aware that when this game comes up again in my random selection, the SNES version is quite a different game. Like, same mechanics, but like kind of different presentation and level design and music. The PC version I think is the same as this, just a little bit with CD quality audio, and the Game Boy version is the Game Boy version. So I'll have to play those at some point. At least I'll know what to expect. But maybe it'll be a bit easier. maybe my foreknowledge will help me out there. But for now, I'm going to call it quits for the night. Thankfully, didn't get too much of a headache. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm doing it for I'm doing it for the duck, you know. Sometimes you just got to do it for the duck. At least, aside from a couple of notable exceptions in, I want to say, some of the versions of Quack Attack / Going Quackers, there are substantial differences between, like, the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, and then there's like a split where the Dreamcast, PS1, and N64 games are all similar, but not exactly the same. And then the PS2 and GameCube versions are basically the same game. I've played the GameCube one and will have to play the PS2 one. They're basically the same. The other ones, a bit different. So I'll get to those at some point. But then I've also got things like Donald Duck PK, which is, if that's on GameCube, it's the same for PS2 and GameCube. So that'll just be playing the same game twice. Hopefully that one's not too torturous. Otherwise, most of them, there's enough of a difference between like the console and handheld version that it'll be entertaining. Have a look at the animation on those stones. That is some really nice, subtle sort of swinging. Sorry, I didn't notice because I was too busy suffering the effects of them while playing, but and that is a good that's a good Donald got bit by Piranha Fish bit. Oh, they had such potential, but they really hamstrung it with the game design in the last quarter there. Yuck. Yuck a duck. Thank you very much for joining me and getting there again. It's been a pleasure and a pain and everything in between. So good night. And as always, sweet dreams.